Obviously, as you were just talking about, I'm sure most of us are aware of Will Smith.
What have you got on your team?
And Jada Smith, their situation.
Yeah, a lot of people's favourite actor, by the way.
A lot of people's favourite actor.
Fresh Prince.
He's my favourite actor of all time.
Is he?
All time.
I see the resemblance.
He's one of the greatest.
Portray your character. The way you portray your character, innit? Your resemblance in looks, but like in terms of like
Not in looks.
character.
That's
not a sticky, it's normal. This is the normal situation. It's scrape. This is scrape.
Scrape.
It's great.
At least she's
great right there.
Yeah, she is. It's true.
Scrape.
It's true though. It's true. But yeah, Will Smith is great. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Anyway.
But,
why are you lying?
Apparently, he's falling out of favour. He's falling out of favour with a lot of people now.
But like, I hate the notion that people are saying that they knew Will Smith, like he's changed and whatever.
No one
don't know him. No one knows him.
Everyone that's like they knew.
Man's talking about he was like your neighbour or something. Like,
Yeah.
He's changed.
But even if he was your neighbour, you don't know him.
Even then,
That's facts.
Very true.
What's the? I think the maddest thing is, the maddest thing is like, we like celebrities have this kind of veil around them, innit? And we never really know what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is just an example of that, because obviously it seems like a lot of people have been hinting to or alluding to the fact that there may have been something kind of going on in Will and Jada's marriage.
What actually happened? Like what's between Will and
Jada? Quite recently there was an interview with August Alsina and Angela Yee in which August Alsina pretty much said that he was in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith while she was also married to Will Smith. Basically saying that it was an open relationship, and pretty much said that he had gone to Will and Will had given his blessing for
them to bang, for them to smash.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They're talking crazy.
Pretty much. And I just wanted to get everyone's opinions on that. Like, how do you feel about the concept of an open relationship? Do you feel like it's something you could do? Do you understand it?
Will came out and denied that.
Jada
even though it doesn't make sense that he denied it.
Everyone's teams came out and
They
denied
basically said it. They said that they're in an open relationship. So what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That
But I mean, Jada says she's gonna have a red table talk, so we're gonna find out what.
Trash. Ain't no one trying to see.
But yeah.
The next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Ain't no one trying to see your red table talk. Fuck out of here.
Well, what do you
Fuck
think,
out
Dash,
here.
you know,
It's a bit mad.
the whole like open relationship, is this something that you would do? Is it something that you agree with?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I've never been in a situation where I'm that desperate to save something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's desperate in it, but it comes across as like you want to hold on to this relationship so bad.
Yeah.
Or maybe Will wants to hold on to it so bad that he's willing to say, you know what, you can go and smash anyone and then come back to me.
That's actually
But me, I'm too jealous. I can't do that.
But then you have to remember. I guess me personally, I'm not really on that. Still, I can't lie. I don't really I couldn't personally do that in my relationship. But some people do feel like, you know, if they are able to freely go out and within rules and when there's confines and stuff, go and do whatever with certain people. For some people, they find that does work for them, innit?
Yeah.
That does work for them. So then I don't know. It's almost like what's good for one person might not necessarily be good for
Yeah,
them.
different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
And like, literally. But I feel like a lot of people have, oh my god, like it's such a bad thing, or Jada's got him doing something he don't want to do. No one's thought about the fact that Will might actually like.
He must like it. He definitely likes it.
His wife.
I think he must like it. I think he likes it.
Some people.
I think he likes it.
I think they have a term for it called cuckolding.
Oh man, yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
No, that's both. It goes both ways. Both ways, isn't it?
By another man.
I'm saying like maybe that's his. Maybe that's his thing.
That's what. Maybe that's. Yeah, maybe that's what he's saying.
They might be doing that. That's some freaky Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
A lot of people were saying. I've seen a lot on over the internet on social media. A lot of people are saying that's what happens a lot in Hollywood. Maybe it's just a Hollywood thing.
There's a lot of
I think they're all like sexually perverted in Hollywood.
Yeah.
All of them are just like a bit mad. Like they're either sleeping with kids or they just have an orgy.
There's always a story.
Every other week
That's facts. Remember, Will Smith was actually he was reported in part of that anonymous thing that did say that he was he was part of the sex trafficking, innit? The child sex trafficking.
Was he part of it?
Yeah, he was part of it.
I thought it was Naomi Campbell. I didn't even see his name there.
He was there.
His name was there.
Yeah, his name was there.
Naomi Campbell, you know, deep it, supermodel Naomi Campbell was involved.
Yeah, that's true.
And Oprah.
That's true.
Yeah, Oprah was there. Oprah was
Yeah,
there
the Clintons as well, Trump.
The
Obviously.
Clintons and Trump don't
don't surprise me.
Trump is inappropriate with his own
But I'm saying,
picnics.
but Oprah and Naomi Campbell, these are people within our community that we kind of look up to.
Yeah.
We look to them as inspirations.
Oprah as well. Oprah definitely.
Bro, there was a video that.
Even mad recently.
There was a video
Oprah
that
doesn't even want to get married. She's pretending like she's got no intention of being married.
She does.
I don't blame her, to be honest. Look how rich she is. Why would she even? There's no need for it. She can live with her partner. Marriage is not for everyone.
Oh, is she with someone, but she doesn't want to get
Yeah,
married?
they're partners, but
as in they don't have a marriage.
Think about it. Like marriages can get messy. Like especially if obviously she would sign a prenup because she's not stupid. But even then, there's still ways through that you can find loopholes.
Yeah.
I mean, types of
with Dr. Dre and his wife.
Yeah, she's getting a hefty.
She's taking like half.
Taking him to the
She's
cleaners.
taking half.
Oh, hey, Dr. Dre, that's an L, man. It's an L. Pay attention.
A doctor holding an L.
But I've also heard that people are saying that
taking down from YouTube.
abuses her or beats her or something. So people saying she was holding beats by Dr. Dre.
Oh, Lord. Do you know who the worst one was? When I found out that Nas was abusing Khalees.
None of it's actually true though.
I don't know if it's true, but my girl was doing up to her. I'm crying, so I had to like, you know.
No, you can't stand on
Khalees. I felt like Nas is like one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
And Khalees. But this was years ago.
Khalees said that.
Khalees said that Nas was beating up.
No, we're talking about the
crazy
police situation.
Oh, wasn't he beating her or something?
No, they were together. They were together.
Allegedly.
Sorry, I thought you meant beating.
What do you mean?
Wait, who laid hands on who?
I think Nas. Wait, no, was it Khalees?
Was it Khalees or Nas?
Wait, was it Khalees or Nas?
Was it Khalees?
Khalees
Khalees
was
beating him up.
No. Khalees and Nas were dating, back in the day for a long period of time.
For like 5 years, isn't it?
Yes, and then after it came out that Nas was allegedly beating Khalees, and that broke my heart because I was like, that is one of my favorite rappers of all time. You know?
I couldn't imagine that, man. From his artistry, he seems to be like a very woke.
He is woke.
Because it seems like a girl wouldn't bother him, but you see what I'm saying?
That's the thing, and people put celebrities on such like a high pedestal.
Facts.
Don't look up to these people.
They are actually just normal
human.
people.
You never look up to a celebrity.
Are really just normal people with clout. That's really what it is.
Facts.
No role models, man. J. Cole.
Yeah.
For real. That's it.
Even there was even a theory that song when he mentioned the line, he wants that Will and Jada love.
Oh yeah, I remember that line.
He was even alluding to the fact that Will and Jada are talking about that, and I don't know.
J. Cole's deep, man. He knows what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about.
On the topics of celebrities, did you guys see the video yesterday with 50 Cent and Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
And he was basically talking about dark-skinned women are aggressive.
Bro, 50 Cent was talking.
I'm aggressive.
This is old,
you know
man.
50 Cent, yeah?
This is old, man.
No,
It's not old. This is new. This is
No. I mean, this narrative is old,
the
man.
narrative is old, but he's still pushing it. And I think what hurt me, not even hurt me, but what got me the most was like, Lil Wayne sat there and laughed when his daughter is dark skinned. Like, how, like.
Lil Wayne was,
thing is,
you know what? Yeah.
Okay,
we know he's a coon, man.
We know he's a coon.
We know he's a coon.
Okay, your skin color does not predispose you to being aggressive or not aggressive. It's about your upbringing, your experiences, the way that you choose to portray yourself as well. So there's no such thing as, dark-skinned girls are this. I've met white girls that are on crud and they will back it and they're aggressive. There's light-skinned girls that are like that, there's dark-skinned girls that are like that, there's Asian girls that are like that, there's Somali girls that will bang you. Like there's no such thing as like a skin color or a race or this or that being aggressive. If a girl's aggressive, she's aggressive.
Yeah, that's facts.
Ridiculous. And I don't like the fact that like it's like acceptable, especially amongst like, you know, like 50 Cent and Lil Wayne's generation. It's acceptable to like
have your preference, don't put us down. That's
and also just like all of this like division within the community, like like I like them light skin or I like them like this.
Exotic, I want a foreign,
It's kind of fetishized to have like the more foreign, the more light, or the more mixed,
more exotic.
the more exotic and mixed they look, the better it will be. But
clown stuff, man.
I don't know. We really need to remember where this actually started from slavery.
Exactly.
That's how slave masters
Exactly.
used to divide the slaves by skin tone. Like, we need to remember, like, word. We need to remember where this came from. What
and dismantle it.
Yeah,
I'm sure that we've all known. Like, this is not news.
No.
It's just the conversation's happening right
it
now.
It keeps coming back up over and over again.
But you saw the whole yeah, go on.
What I was gonna say is what's annoying me a lot as well, that it's the men that are like continuing this narrative. So like, for example, I hope I can say this, but you lot that was there on that night when we did house party, it was like someone said to me like, lighty, and I was like, no, we're not doing that, because it's like,
they said about you.
Yeah, he addressed me as lighty.
Who was that?
I don't know.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there that day.
Was you not there?
Nothing so.
Well, anyways, it's the thing where it's like, why is it okay to address someone by their skin tone? And it's not just black guys that do it as well, you know. There's like white men that will fetishize dark-skinned women, and it will be a thing like where it's like, oh, chocolate or this or
my Nubian ebony,
or they'll be like, oh, like I've never been with a black girl. It's just like, why is it okay to like fetishize someone because of like their
skin color?
Yeah.
Because obviously we know where it started, which was from like slavery and all them times back then. But then it's been continued when people allow it and people say things like, especially when, if you're a white guy, and you see a black man disrespecting black women, you're probably going to think it's okay to do that.
They even join in, they even be encouraging them instead of saying,
what's that rapper called? Gliz.
Gliz.
He said that his brothers were encouraging him.
Yeah, they were, because they were the main people starting it, and then white people think it's okay to jump in because look at the way they're talking to like their own. So if I do it, are they going to pattern me?
Nah.
For anyone who doesn't know context, Gliz is basically a white UK rapper that seems to have a lot of black friends, and he blew up. What was it like? He uploaded a video
and he spoke Yoruba in the rap. And
he
went mad.
Yoruba in the rap. It went viral.
Oh my god!
It went viral.
It
went viral in like one day, and then literally the next day
they uncovered his
old tweets talking about black girls are dirty, black girls are this, black girls are that. Cancelled career, which was about to go like that.
They said that his career lasted for 24 hours. Literally. The rise and fall of Gliz.
Literally.
It's cancel culture right there.
Yeah, but can we really blame people though? Can we really blame people?
The thing is, I feel like as a people, we need to take responsibility. I've been in situations where it's like, I will be like amongst a group of girls, and I will see one of my friends' who is non-black say nigger in a song. Bleep, 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 bleep. This is going on YouTube, isn't it?
It'll be monetized.
It'll be monetized. Okay. Right? They will use the N-word in a song.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
excuse me.
So what you're saying right now is actually you actually check your friends.
I had to go up to my friends and be like, you can't allow your friend to say that. I can't really pattern her because she's not my friend.
You don't know her,
I can't really do that. I've had like guys like say it who are like non-black, and they'll be like like nigga, and it's like, I'm like,
they say it so casually as well, especially when it's said so brazen, like it's not even an issue.
It's not even an issue, right? If the people that it was used to defame actually use it themselves, that's up to them. So black people, if we want to use it, we can use it, whether you choose to or not. I understand both perspectives as to why people want to use it or not use it. But it's like, if you're just there and you're hearing non-black people say it and you don't check them,
complicit.
You have to check them.
You are complicit.
Checking people as well.
I'm waiting for the day someone says it in front of me.
But how could you
never happen?
That's never happened to me as well.
I've heard it too many times.
One day I just want one racist guy to try me. Racist to try me.
But then I'm thinking, how are your black brothers, how are you allowing man to go on Twitter and talk about dark-skinned girl like that?
But you know what? I feel like
allowing that?
Everyone went through, I don't know if it's a Twitter thing, but back then,
2012, 2013.
Them years.
It was a wild time.
It seemed like it was a wild time.
There was a stage where through a black man's growth, you had that stage where he hated dark-skinned women.
I never had that phase.
First date questions. Have you ever made tweets like in a negative manner about dark skin people. Like, this is things that we need to know. But it's like everyone went through a period of that, and it's just like.
But then why do you have to go through? Why do you have to go through that period in order to get to your success?
And then some of them will even mask it. Like some people are not on the level of making disgusting like rape jokes or that's not even a joke.
That's never a joke. That's never a joke, man.
In that context, or saying negative things about black women, some of them will come and start now policing what black women do. Oh, I hate it when black girls have hair, do braids. I hate it when black girls have twists. Why can't she have nice straight hair? Like things like that. And it's just like, you're not really being, to other people it's like, oh, you're not really being outwardly, rude.
It's microaggressions.
Microaggressions. You're still trying to police what black.
But that's rude.
Why are you so in our business?
What, bro? Is your mum not black? Is your mum not black?
Clearly not.
No, because
your parents must be Albanian. Both of them must be Albanian.
That's what
I feel like a lot of them hate their mums though.
Yeah, they hate themselves for it.
And themselves. A lot of them like intentionally get with people so that their kids don't look anything like them. Anything like them.
Self-hatred. That is self-hatred.
Yeah.
That's a big problem in the black community.
Yeah.
Big problem.
I agree.
Man.
That's what you guys are saying though. I'm thinking like a black person saying that and talking negatively on like dark skinned women or whatever, the reason why I don't do that is because of my mum. Firstly, I wouldn't do it because that's not the mindset I have in it. I don't have those opinions in it. But another reason is my mum brought me up in the way of like to love your race, to love yourself. I'm wondering where did the disconnect come over there with everyone else in it?
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't understand.
Yeah. Maybe it's just it's interesting because like I feel like everyone is raised differently.
Exactly.
So I wasn't necessarily obviously when I was raised, my parents didn't have to tell me to not do that.
Yeah.
I just didn't really see the need to like cuss black, like why? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's
yourself
the point?
though, it's your own people.
That's where that's actually where we come from. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I never felt the need to do that. So, I'm just wondering why some people.
Yeah, as you said, like everybody is raised differently. Everybody has different upbringing, so you don't know what they was experiencing in their own household, innit?
Yeah.
Maybe they were just brought up in an environment where they were surrounded with black self-hatred, innit?
Yeah, probably because if you look at it, like a lot of black African women bleach their skin. That's a form of self-hatred as well. So if your
just
mum
Caribbean
is
as well,
her skin, and you're looking at her thinking, you know what I mean? Maybe in your family situation, there's that self-hatred is already like ingrained into your family, so you're not gonna know anything but other than what you see.
Then obviously, remember growing up, we all had the you're blick. And
that's literally what I was about to say. Like there was a period of time where homophobic remarks. I don't know if anyone like remembers this, but when I was at school, if you didn't like something, you'd say, "Oh, you're GAY." You're GAY. That's gay. There was a period of time where saying words like "blick" or whatever, it was deemed as funny. It was like something to laugh about.
That was just a go-to joke.
Yeah, it was just a go-to joke. There was like I think like for our generation and the previous generations, if you said like I'm African, it was bad.
Literally, everyone used to deny their
It got to a point, where everyone, like every African,
Caribbean.
African's like, I'm Caribbean.
I'm Jamaican. I'll put your house. Both your parents from Yoruba. I know they tell you.
Mum made me put. She asked me, "Did I want Pandan Jam the other day?" You're telling me you're Caribbean.
But it's like now.
You experienced it a lot, innit? You experienced it a lot.
Experience what a lot?
No, like people lying about.
Oh yeah, a lot. Primary school, man.
Yeah, everyone did that.
But then you have to kind of ask the question. Yeah, I just feel like when we were younger, growing up, it was such a different time. I'm not saying it was okay because it was not okay, but it was almost as if everyone was kind of running these kind of jokes. You're blick. You're this, you're that. Like, I'm not from this part of the world. Like, I'm from here. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, what changed? Like, why do you think it was so acceptable at that time?
No, because remember, like, it's 2020, innit? So social media, PC, like everything has to be politically correct.
Oh, that's changed.
And now there's cancel culture as well. There was no
yeah.
cancel culture back in the day. The media
That wasn't a
controlled the
thing. That wasn't a
narrative.
thing, yeah.
Like now,
Social
we
media
as
is much stronger now,
consumers
so
control the
now
narrative.
people
If we are not happy with something that you do, we have the chance to say, actually, we're boycotting you. We're listening to your music. We're not buying your stuff. Like, whereas back in the day, it's like the media would pick and choose who they promoted, who they didn't promote, like what stories. Like, I don't know if you lot saw the whole X Factor thing that came up.
Misha B.
Oh yeah, Misha B.
Misha B, Alexandra, but they're now all saying like,
without social media, that couldn't have happened.
do you understand?
Now we have the power. You're right.
Right? So now they can come and say, actually, what you've seen in the media is not true. Actually, what was going on was that I was told that I can't have braids, and I was told that I need to straighten my hair, and I was told that I need to smile because I look aggressive. And
that's been happening though. Do you remember in I don't know if it was the same in your secondary, but black men, black guys weren't allowed to like dye their hair. If you dyed your hair, you're getting sent home straight.
Is this,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Secondary. They
it was for girls as well. It was for girls as well in my school.
Yeah, you couldn't have coloured hair, but then Charlotte could rock up with her hair dyed pink, blue, and green.
Or she went to Jamaica and she got her hair braided every weekend.
But even the guys as well, though. Even the white guys could have pink in their hair.
Yeah, put a little streak in if they wanted.
They tried to ban skin fades at one point in my school.
Is it real talk?
They just tried to
So this
say
is what you did.
All level one.
all level one.
Yeah, I remember that.
They tried to. I remember
These
that. It
people
was
are
mad.
crazy.
It's facts. I think it's more that type of thing. Those policies are actually more apparent in schools outside of London as well. Those type of
Do you think so?
I think it's even in London as well.
It depends.
Not even just the primary school.
Yeah, there's a lot of schools that don't allow you to get like level 1 cuts. Or
I'm sure
I've
most
seen certain schools.
Yeah, dreads. Yeah, I've seen people go on the news say that. My
they got
son's been
kicked out.
of school
Yeah.
for dreadlocks.
Yeah.
And that's completely true.
Giving them the
You know that's the truth as
You
well.
either cut your dreads off or you don't come.
Yeah.
What's my hair got to do with me learning?
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they've made an actual policy that is saying that like you can't have certain hairstyles, which obviously includes locks. So it's like the mum tries to take them to court and everything.
But it's part of our school ethos.
Yeah.
But then we know when they make these. We know when they make these. It's incredibly discriminatory because those are the styles that majority of people who have those styles are black and they know that. So then it's a way of almost saying,
short thing.
we're gonna school you man, you white guys, you can do whatever you want. Come in with whatever style you want, but the rest of you.
I think that's so crazy.
The rules
How no one even thought
based off of like typical like white hairstyles.
That's
They want if you don't fit in that box, then you can't.
But our hair, like I remember someone tried to tell me because back in like when I was like maybe 15, 16, 17, my hair I had a big afro in it. And I remember people used to tell me like, rah, like, what are you trying to say here?
Like it's political.
As in they were asking me what. They were basically trying to imply my hair was some kind of political thing. I was like, bro, this is just how my hair.
I just wanted to grow an afro.
My hair just grows out of my head like this. Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, what do you actually want me to do here? My hair's it's not flat, it's not dead.
Do you know what it is
You ever get the time where like somebody wanted to touch your hair?
All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
You know what I used to do? It got to the point where like at first I was kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. It was almost like, okay, you know what, well, they just want to learn, you know, maybe they're just a bit intrigued. But then they just got to the point when people were doing it, I just need to slap people's hands away. Like,
I've had someone come up to me in Westfield and just grab my head.
What did you do to
them? And I'm walking, I was like,
grab your hair and do what?
Like she wanted to film my hair.
Was that
crazy? She felt like
entitled.
She was like, wow, your hair's so amazing, and I was like,
get out of here, bro. What do you mean amazing?
I would
touch my hair for?
You can't just.
You can't just do
you know what
it's violating your personal space.
The thing is, it used to happen to me so much when I used to have an afro, innit? Like now with my locks,
feel like they can.
Now with my locks, it's only really like guys that will do that to me, where it's like they touch me and I'll be like, whoa, like
guys.
That's unbelievable.
What's going on there?
I can't believe this.
What's going on there?
I think it's crazy the amount of experiences that especially like black women go through in life.
Yes.
Like, it's just crazy. Like even me hearing it right now,
It's so mad. It's actually so mad.
Like how a guy could just
So I say black women are the strongest
Feel that
race.
entitled.
Yeah.
Feel that entitled.
But it's just people violating our personal space. But I think, going back to what you were saying about the whole school thing, I think on a deeper level, I think it's about you need to assimilate to what our ethos is, and if you don't, you cannot attend here. So if you don't look like us, you can't actually be here. And I feel like
we don't look like
we don't look like you. We don't maybe act in the same way or act in a way that you want us to act. And it's like, for years, for like what, since like the 1900s, if not back like to when the Native Americans were here, they wanted everyone to assimilate. So it's like they cut off everyone's head, they made everyone dress differently. You couldn't wear like certain traditional clothing, and all it is that now we're just like so used to it. You know what I mean? Like we all wear what you consider normal clothing.
They wanted you to disassociate.
Yeah, they don't want you to remember like who you are.
Yeah,
you know, they don't want you to know what your heritage is. So,
which is actually a lot of Americans, especially.
Yeah.
They know where they're from.
No.
They'll scream African American, but they don't know.
Yeah.
Even if
they have to do like
Caribbean,
ancestry DNA tests to even find out
yeah.
that, oh, I'm like 24% Ethiopian. This different parts of Africa.
And even then, sometimes not even specific.
Yeah, and even then, like you know where you're from, but like you don't
weird.
have anyone in that country, or any family back there. You can't really learn about your roots unless you take it upon yourself to go to that country and like explore and learn.
Exactly.
But to me, that's just a madness.
But what if you don't know your country? So like, for example, someone like me, I can only trace myself back to the Caribbean. I don't know where it goes.
What about before that?
I don't know where it goes before that. All I know is that like I've maybe gone up to someone and been like, oh, you look like you're from my country, and they've been like, no, I'm actually West African. So I can kind of narrow it down to like maybe it's around this region, but I don't know the country.
You don't know for certain. You don't know for sure.
I don't know. I don't know. So it's like if you don't know where you come from, it's like how can you hold on to something? Do you know what I mean? How can you hold on to a root that doesn't exist?